Good morning, all dear students. Myself, Karin Sheikh from Powai Municipal English Secondary School. We shall start our morning with English lecture. Yesterday, also in the first lecture, that is English lecture, we studied the chapter Reading Works of Art. And I hope, children, after the lecture, you have at least read the lesson once and you have underlined the main points, you have underlined the main statements. I hope you have written the meanings of the words which I explained, which I told during the explanation to underline. So we have completed the half part of that lesson. Before that, I would like to show you some of the concepts which we studied in the lesson. We studied about the famous personality, the famous artist, Indian artist, Syed Haider Raza. And we also studied about his birthplace. We studied about his education, where he studied, where he took his art education in Chitrakala Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur. He studied at JJ Art School at Mumbai. We also saw the picture of these two educational centers. And we also studied about the awards won by Syed Haider Raza. He was awarded with Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan, and Padma Shri awards. Okay. So children, I would like to show you the pictures of these three awards because these are the Indian awards given to the highest, these are highest civilian awards. So let's have a look at such awards, children. You should know how it looks. I'm sharing the screen. Make your mobile horizontal. And on your screen, you can see, children, the three awards. These are Padma awards. I'll show you this here. See, this is Padma Vibhushan award. Padma Vibhushan. Then it is Padma Bhushan award. And Padma Shri award. Now there might be question in your mind that for what reason or to whom these awards are conferred upon. ये awards किसे दिए जाते हैं? आप लोगों को ऐसा क्वेश्चन माइंड में आ रहा होगा. So children, these awards are given to the person who has done some exceptional work for the country. Okay. The award is given to the person who has done some exceptional, मतलब कुछ हटके काम किया है अपनी कंट्री के लिए, सेल्फ के लिए नहीं, खुद के लिए नहीं, but for the country. He has done some exceptional work which contributes to the honor of the country. जो कंट्री का स्टेटस बढ़ाता है, जो कंट्री का पॉपुलैरिटी बढ़ाता है, जो एक फेम बढ़ाता है, स्टेटस बढ़ाता है, ऐसा कोई काम कुछ हटके किया है. So such persons are awarded with these Padma awards. And children, it is given by our President of India. ये अवार्ड जो है वो प्रेसिडेंट के हाथों से उस पर्सन को दिया जाता है एट राष्ट्रपति भवन, जो दिल्ली में है. You might be knowing, everybody. So here you can see the picture, Haider Raza receiving Padma awards at Rashtrapati Bhavan. देखते हैं. See here. The person on the wheelchair, he is Haider Raza, and the one who is giving is our president. He is honoring Syed Haider Raza by giving Padma Vibhushan Award at Delhi Rashtrapati Bhavan. Okay. Children, this is the initial paintings, the work with which Haider Raza started his paintings. ये उनकी बहुत शुरुआत की पेंटिंग्स रही है बच्चों. You can see the combination of colors here. जैसे उन्होंने पेंटिंग स्टार्ट की थी, ये उस टाइम की पेंटिंग है. Here on the screen you see wife of Haider Raza. We have already studied his wife was French. He went to France, he married over there and he settled over there. So wife of Haider Raza, here you can see Haider Raza is quite young with his wife. These are the initial paintings that he started his work with. जब उन्होंने शुरुआती टाइम में स्टार्ट किया था अपनी पेंटिंग को, तो वो कुछ इस तरह से पेंटिंग करते. Children, when we look at the paintings, it seems to be simple, but when you peep inside it, जब हम इसे बहुत अच्छी तरह ऑब्जर्व करते हैं, see it's very difficult to draw as well as to fill such colors. जो कलर्स फिलअप हुए हैं वो देखो कितनी केयरफुली और बहुत ही माइन्यूट स्टाइल से कलर फिलिंग हुआ है. और एक ओवरऑल लुक देने के लिए एक पेंटर को बहुत हार्ड वर्क करना होता है ऐसी पेंटिंग्स ड्रॉ करने के लिए. You can also, those who are interested in drawing, you can also try such paintings, children. ऐसे कलर्स को फिलअप करना आप भी ट्राई कर सकते हो. See, this is the next one. See the overall view. कितनी अच्छी से उन्होंने वो लुक दिया है. You can see in the water how the shade is drawn. See, जो पानी में उसकी शैडो जो आ रही है बिल्डिंग्स की या ट्रीज की, exactly it is looks like real one. To draw the shadow is quite difficult, right? Now let's move to the next half of the chapter, and we started with Gond art. Okay. I give you few seconds, children, to be ready with your textbook. Take pencils in your hand to write the statements. Also, you can write the meanings of the difficult words as I explain line-wise. Children, on the screen, you see the beautiful picture of Gond art. Okay. The variant colors used and given a beautiful look to the natural concepts. See here, a fantastic work of art. You can see the next. It is the work of imagination as well as the creativity, children. ये creativity होता है which comes from the inner creative mind. It's not the copy of anything. The one which the God has gifted someone with such creativity, he can do such things. Now let us move to our chapter, the remaining chapter. Page number 64, children. Here comes on the screen. The Gond art. As we had the introduction yesterday, Gond art is the Dravidian Adivasi, the largest group of Adivasi people. These people live in forest area. You all might have studied in geography also, the Adivasi groups in India. In the left hand side, you see the women, Gondi women in Umaria district, India. These are the women who are basically Adivasis, and they are famous for their Gond art. They are worldwide famous for this. Now, how do they draw such Gond art? How do they fill the colors? We shall study in the next part of the lesson. So here it is. Underline this lines, children, which I am reading here. Gond art is a tribal art. It has been developed and preserved by the Gond tribal people residing largely in the Madhya Pradesh. Underline all this. So, where does this Gond art exist, children? It exists mostly in Madhya Pradesh. And this is the Gond tribal people. Residing means the one who lives over there. Okay? Residents, वहाँ के रहने वाले, उसको हम residents कहते हैं. So they have developed it and they have preserved it. Preserve is to conserve. उसे संभाल कर रखना, उसे बचा कर रखना carefully, उसे हम preserve कहते हैं. So these tribal people, they have developed it also. उसमें कुछ changes भी लाए हैं उन्होंने as the period goes on. The year after year उसमें development आया है और उन्होंने उस Gond art को प्रिजर्व भी किया है बिकॉज ये उनका पार्ट ऑफ द कल्चर है. ठीक है, समझ रहे हो? इट इज द पार्ट ऑफ देयर कल्चर टू ड्रॉ द Gond art and preserve it as well as to develop it, and it is largely found in Madhya Pradesh. Also in Maharashtra, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh and Odisha states of India. Underline all these states, children. There might be question like where this art has been developed and preserved in India. So you have to give answers of all names of all these states. Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh and Odisha. Now below that you can see here, children, the group of Adivasis people, Telangana tribe. See on the left hand side here, the Telangana tribe. Beside that, you see the Baiga tribes of Madhya Pradesh. Look here. See. Just observe their dressing, their culture. It's very different, no? And we really enjoy looking at them. It is totally different from our lifestyle. They are like isolated tribes, isolated people. Isolated means जो main city से बहुत दूर होते हैं. Somewhere in the isolated part. Baiga tribes of Madhya Pradesh. देखो कितने अलग से दिखाई दे रहे हैं ना. Then see tribes of Andhra Pradesh. आंध्र प्रदेश की आदिवासी ट्राइब देखो, उनका भी ड्रेसिंग देखो, उनका लाइफस्टाइल देखो कितना अलग है. एंड दिस इज ओडिशा ट्राइब. माय गॉड, दिस इज टू डिफरेंट. ये तो बहुत ही अलग है. See how they are wearing see their jewelry. Very different from our lifestyle. See what they have put around their neck. then in their ear, so different. These are Odisha Adivasi tribe. Then you can see Maharashtra tribe. These people we somewhere we see in our Maharashtra. बहुत तो लोगों ने इस टाइप की लेडीज को देखा होगा. See how what they have put in their hair. Very different jewelry they are making, wearing. Many of you have seen such type of ladies in Maharashtra, but these are quite different. The Odisha tribe, Telangana, Baiga tribes in Madhya Pradesh. These are totally different. You can see Telangana tribe here. They are having their own different type of dance, different type of dressing, culture, everything different. And they enjoy their lifestyle. They are not bothered कि हम कैसे दिख रहे हैं या हम क्या ड्रेसिंग कर रहे हैं. No, they are not worried about it because it is their culture. वो उसी को पहनने में उनको प्राउड फील होता है. Okay, let us go ahead. Andhra Pradesh and Odisha states of India. From their traditional tales and mythology, we learn that they have lived in India for thousands of years, even before other inhabitants came here. So we come to know, children, when we study their mythology. What is mythology? It is the collection of old stories. Mythology, it's related with old stories of God and goddesses. Just like in India, we have Ramayana and Mahabharata. These are the mythologies. So when we study their mythology, their old stories, what we come to know that they are here from thousands of years before the other inhabitants. Inhabitants, the residents. यहाँ पर जो रहने वाले हैं उनको inhabitants कहते हैं. तो उनसे भी पहले, thousands of years पहले, ये लोग यहाँ पर रह रहे हैं. The Gondi language is similar to Telugu, a Dravidian language. Underline this line. So Gondi language is similar to Telugu. So those who are the South Indian students जो है जो तेलुगु उनकी जो mother tongue है, they can understand this. There are few students who speak Telugu in our school also. So they might be knowing that about Gondi language because it is similar to Telugu language. Gond art has spread mainly in central India. Yes, central India is Madhya Pradesh. It is spread mainly over there. Originally, people used to draw pictures on the. Originally, people used to draw pictures on the earthen walls of their houses. See, here comes now the pictures of Gond art. तो ये जो लेडीज है, ये जो पीपल है, ट्राइब्स है, वो क्या करते थे अपनी अर्दन वॉल्स पे. चिल्ड्रन, व्हाट इज अर्दन वॉल्स? अर्दन इज मेड अप ऑफ क्ले, मेड अप ऑफ मड. यू माइट बी नोइंग इट वेरी वेल. आज भी हमारे कुछ आइसोलेटेड गांव में मिट्टी के घर होते हैं. देखो, उनकी जो दीवारें होती है, उनकी जो वॉल्स होती है, वो क्ले से, एक मिट्टी में कुछ ऐसे मिलाकर उससे वो दीवारें बनाई जाती है. So we call it as earthen walls. Most folk arts involve natural techniques of preparing colors and use of several mediums. Now here comes the real technique of how they make the colors by using some natural mediums. इनमें जो वो ड्राइंग बनाते हैं अपने वॉल्स पे, अर्दन वॉल्स पे, एंड नॉट ओनली द ड्राइंग बट दे fill it with colors, and that too the natural colors, children. They are transferred from generation to generation in a smoothly flowing process. So they transfer this art from one generation to another. Why? So that The next generation should come to know about their culture. Why some trade or something is passed to next generation? So that they should know about the culture. They should know about their lifestyle, and that is why it is passed to next generation, and it is expected that they should also follow the same. नेक्स्ट जनरेशन जो आने वाली है वो भी इसे फॉलो करे, ऐसा इंटेंशन होता है. गोंड आर्ट इज नो एक्सेप्शन टू दिस. तो गोंड आर्ट भी इसीलिए जनरेशन टू जनरेशन पास किया जाता है. A house decorated with beautiful pictures creates a pleasant atmosphere. Obviously, when a house is decorated with beautiful pictures, it gives us a very soothing effect. It gives us a pleasant atmosphere. You can understand, children, at our home also, if there is a plain wall and beside that there is a wall where you have hanged some painting, where you have hanged some a beautiful natural scenery ka painting lagaya hai. So doesn't you feel that it gives a very nice effect on your mind? बहुत अच्छा लगता है ना उस पेंटिंग को देखकर. एक छोटी सी पेंटिंग भी अगर फ्लावर्स वाली या नेचुरल सीनरी वाली पेंटिंग कोई लगाई है तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है उस वॉल को देखकर. अब यहाँ पर तो द फुल वॉल इज डेकोरेटेड विद ब्यूटीफुल पिक्चर्स, सो इट गिव्स यू द प्लेजेंट एटमॉस्फेयर. प्लेजेंट इज द वन विच गिव्स यू हैप्पीनेस. प्लेजेंट का क्या मीनिंग होता है? रिलेटेड विथ हैप्पीनेस. तो एक हैप्पी एटमॉस्फेयर क्रिएट होता है. Also, art is a medium of recording and preserving what is seen. Underline this also, children. What is art? It is a medium of recording and preserving what is seen. तो art जो होता है वो एक मीडियम होता है. मीडियम एक बीच में का ब्रिज हम उसे कह सकते हैं. तो वो एक ब्रिज होता है बिटवीन द रिकॉर्डिंग एंड प्रिजर्विंग व्हाट इज सीन. जो हमने देखा है उसको प्रिजर्व कैसे करते हैं हम लोग? उसको ड्रॉ करके. अच्छा, ठीक है ना. देखो बच्चों, अगर हमें कुछ रिकॉर्ड्स रखने हैं तो हम क्या करते हैं? हम उसे लिख लेते हैं. वी नोट इट डाउन सम. तो इसी तरह से अगर इस आर्ट को प्रिजर्व करना है तो आर्ट जो है वो एक मीडियम है, एक ब्रिज है इन चीजों को प्रिजर्व करने. In folk arts, you yourself prepare the canvas, the surface on which to draw, and the colors with which you draw. What is the speciality of this art, children? That there is no paper like when you have to draw these drawings. You yourself prepare the canvas. Underline this word, canvas. Now, what is canvas? It is the surface on which you draw and colors with which you draw. So, canvas is the base on which you draw certain drawings. That is why creating folk art is a very enriching experience. So, enriching is like enhancing, it is improving, a very pleasant, giving a rich look. तो folk art क्या होता है? folk art को create करना एक अपने आप में एक enriching experience होता है. This richness is reflected in the choice of their medium. In the days of past, several things in nature, such as soils of different shades. See, children, here comes the main words now. Underline all this. So, which things were used from nature? Soils of different shades. You might be knowing कि soils के भी shades होते हैं. अलग-अलग type की soil होती है. देखो, आपने देखा होगा कभी एक black soil होती है. Geography में भी पढ़ा होगा आपने. Different types of soils होती है. और उसके डिफरेंट कलर्स भी होते हैं. ब्लैक सॉइल होती है, देन रेड सॉइल होती है, ब्राउन सॉइल होती है. तो इट हैज डिफरेंट शेड्स आल्सो. इन सॉइल को बेस बनाया जाता है, इन सॉइल के कलर्स को यूज किया जाता है। नेक्स्ट कम्स द जूस ऑफ प्लांट्स। लीव्स, ट्री बार्क। ट्री बार्क क्या होता है? ट्री बार्क इज द स्किन ऑफ द ट्री। जो ट्रंक होता है ना ट्री का, उस पे जो हम लोग कहते हैं कवरिंग होती है, उसकी जो स्किन होती है उसको बार्क कहते हैं, तो वो भी यूज की जाती थी। देन फ्लावर्स, देन फ्रूट्स एंड इवन थिंग्स लाइक कोल एंड पाउडर were used to prepare colors. See children, very different experience we are getting here. So ये जो tribes है, ये जो गोंडी people है, ये इन चीजों का यूज करते थे plants में. So जो there are many plants children which they have the juice inside their you can say leaves or inside their branches, stems. इसमें एक जूस निकलता है, तो वो जूस उसको then leaves, then tree की skin, फिर flowers. flowers का यूज कलर के लिए होता था, उसके fruits, and not only this but the coal and also the powder. इन सारी चीजों को मिलाकर एक ब्यूटीफुल कलर का प्रिपरेशन किया जाता है, वेरी नेचुरल. The different colors, various textures. The different colors, various textures and patterns were used year after year, lending a simplicity to the art. So ये जो all the things, all the materials were used for having the different textures and patterns, which gives a beautiful look to the art. On the left hand side on the screen, children, you can see how beautifully. Do you think it is all natural? कैसे लग रहा है वो? So it is the drawing and the colors which are used in this drawing are all natural, children. See how beautiful it looks. See the green color, how it is given to the leaves. Very nicely drawn. When we see these pictures, we realize that a picture drawn this way or the other can look equally beautiful. What a deep thought this art conveys, and so easily. So it conveys a deep thought. When you look at the picture, it gives you a deep thought. In the Gond style of art, we see that the outlines may vary a little from artist to artist, but the designs that fill it make the whole picture look lively and attractive. Of course, when the different artists draw such drawings, thoda changes to hota hi hai, right? One artist draw in another way, the other artist draw in another way, thoda changes hota hai. But what remains the same? The lively look and the attraction of the picture. तो वो जो attraction है और एक lively look है, वो सबका same रहता है. The designs include simple textures achieved using dots, straight lines, dotted lines, curvy shapes and circles. So what do they use? हमने देखा है कि हैदर रजा भी अपनी ड्राइंग को एक पॉइंट से स्टार्ट करते थे, एक पॉइंट से स्टार्ट करते थे. So here also people uses the lines, the dotted lines. Underline all these words, children. The curvy shapes. Curvy shapes क्या होता है? जो थोड़ा कर्व होता है, जो ऐसे स्ट्रेट नहीं होता है, थोड़ा मुड़ा हुआ होता है, कर्व होता है. And the circles. Special attention is given to the choice of various colors so that the total effect is amazing and beautiful. Obviously, drawing से ज्यादा importance यहाँ किसे दिया गया है? The choice of colors. Of course, the color is the thing which gives the extraordinary effect to the picture. है ना? मैंने पहले ही बताया है कि अगर हम कोई sketch draw कर रहे हैं, लेकिन अगर हम उसमें ब्यूटीफुल कलर्स फिलअप कर रहे हैं, तो वो स्केच की और जो अट्रैक्टिव लुक है वो बढ़ जाता है. बट इफ यू आर नॉट फिलिंग द कलर्स प्रॉपरली, वो उतना ही कम हो जाता है. In today's age of commercial, in today's age of commercialization, many men have taken up Gond art. So underline this. It is the age of commercialization. What is that, children? It is the buy and sell of the products. उसको अगर सिंपल लैंग्वेज में कहा जाए तो परचेज एंड सेल ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट्स इज द कमर्शियलाइजेशन. तो क्या होता है, बहुत आर्टिस्ट ने गोंड आर्ट को अपना प्रोफेशन बना लिया है. व्हाई? बिकॉज दिस गोंड आर्ट पेंटिंग्स जो होती है वो बहुत हाई प्राइस में सेल होती है. तो some persons, some artists have taken this as their profession. But the roots of the folk arts probably lie in women's daily chores like cleaning and decorating the house, dealing with natural colors in the course of cooking and their leisure time activities. तो main concept जो है इस art का क्या होता है? In this art, in this drawing, what is shown basically? The woman's daily chores. What is chores, children? C-H-O-R-E-S. Underline it. It means the daily work that a woman, a household woman, that she do. जो घर का काम जो लेडीज करती है डेली, उसको कोर्स कहते हैं. एंड व्हाट इज इट? लाइक क्लीनिंग एंड डेकोरेटिंग द हाउस. तो ये सब दिखाया जाता है उनकी पेंटिंग्स में. हमने कई बार ऐसी पेंटिंग्स देखी है बच्चों जहां पर ऐसी ड्राइंग्स बताई जाती है कि लेडीज जो है कुछ काम कर रही है, देन सम मेन आर डूइंग द हंटिंग ऑफ डियर इन दैट. ऐसी पेंटिंग्स होती है ना. कभी कभी हमारे ड्रेसेस पर भी वो पेंटिंग्स बताई जाती है. So it all deals with the natural colors in the course of cooking and their leisure time activities. Underline this. What is leisure time? It is the free time where you follow some your activities of your hobby. Leisure time मतलब एक ऐसा free time जहां हम हमारी हॉबी जो होती है वो काम करते हैं, जो हमें पसंद होता है ऐसा काम करते हैं, या तो यू कैन टेल इट एज अ फ्री टाइम. इट इज लीजर टाइम. तो ऐसे लीजर टाइम में जो लेडीज जो एक्टिविटी करती है उसको भी इस ड्राइंग में हाईलाइट किया जाता है. सो इट्स ऑन पेज नंबर 65, children. Abha Bhagwat, the name of the author is given down there. So I hope you might have underlined all the important lines, all the important statements in the chapter. See below here the words and meanings are also given. Enrich, you can write down. Enhance and improve. Here also you can write down the meaning. In the left hand side on your screen, the word and its meaning is given. I have already explained this, but still I am showing you it again for those who have not written. Preserve is conserve. Mythology, inhabitant. एटमॉस्फेयर, टेक्निक्स, अर्दन का भी हमने देखा है. Okay. So children, here we wind up this chapter. I hope you enjoyed this colorful chapter. We have got many more information about Haider Raza, about the Gond art. We have seen the beautiful tribes in India. We enjoyed their dressing, we enjoyed the culture. see here again. Okay. So today, one thing you have to do, children, you have to read the whole lesson when you get time after your all the homeworks, after your all work done. Just have a look on this chapter. Just read it out along with the difficult words, meanings, and write down in your notebook the difficult words. Okay, children? So thank you. Okay, Almas teacher. Before some time is still remaining, children, we can see some grammar part of this lesson. Okay. You can take down the screenshots. See, such questions come in exam below the passage. Take down these questions and you can try for the answers. Here it is, identify the tense. You will find them in almost all his paintings. You have to identify the tense here. Children, while writing the answer, in any grammar question, you have to copy the statement. Many children, they don't write the statement, they just write the answer. And that too the short one. So please don't do that. In all the grammar questions, you have to copy down the sentence first. And below that, whatever answer is there, that you have to. Raza found his paintings through his study of Indian art. This is another next sentence of tenses. The first one, some students might have got the answer. It is simple future tense. You can note down this sentence in your grammar notebook. Second is Raza found his paintings. So found, what is that? It is simple past. The next question below that is add question tag. They are made by arranging circles, triangles, squares, rectangles, lines, dots. So this is a sentence given to you and you have to add a question tag. How you do that? In question tag, compulsory, you have to copy down the full sentence and then put a comma. And then write the question tag. So what's the answer here? Here it is, aren't they? Question mark. Putting a question mark carries marks here, children. Pick out co-locations from the passage and write in notebook. One example is given to you. For example, inner mind. What is co-location? The two words used always together. The two words which are always used together, but they have their own meaning. Try to understand, they have their own meanings also, but they are used together. For inner is also having its own. Inner is also inner is having its own meaning, mind is also is having its own meaning. But these two words are used together. So you have to find such words from the passage and they are called as collocations. Here again, take the screenshot of this grammar sentence, identify the tense, add a question tag, identify main and type of subordinate clause. So these are few grammar sentence from the passage. You can have the practice of it. This also. Okay. So I hope you have taken the screenshot and you will genuinely solve this in your notebook, children. So thank you everybody. Read the lesson and solve the grammar questions also. Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, teacher.
Completed, na?
Yes, just now I completed.